We are celebrating Women's History Month with some history being made in St. Paul, Minnesota. And for the first time ever, residents have elected all women to the city council there.
Yeah, the oldest of the group is just 40 years old, and all of them but one are women of color. I sat down with them recently to talk about the changing face of leadership in Minnesota and their journey to City Hall.
I call this meeting of the City Council to order. Roll call.
For a long time, people referred to it as the boys' club. You laugh at that. To break into the boys' club, and now you have a room full of women sitting here. What changed?
Even if it's a boys' club or it was a boys' club, it's not anymore because we took the whole table. It's a club now for women as well. And so that's something that for me was really important.
It's important to note that we're here because St. Paul voters put us here. It wasn't this sort of grand plan to, have all of the women take office at once. We're not just women, we're talented women, we're experienced, we have such a realm of diversity. So I think, voters just saw that and responded to that.
My son's 5, and he, followed us on the campaign. He was involved and he was aware that we were all girls. So we kind of just thought that was normal. So different from what I saw growing up.
In terms of our personal lives, for us to even get here, it took a lot of overcoming adversities, overcoming criticism, overcoming challenges, institutional or even individuals.
We knocked tens of thousands of doors. I would guess that we knocked 100,000 doors, between the 7 of us, if not more.
I think one of the interesting things about this group is you guys kind of banded together before you even were elected.
When you look across the line of candidates running, you start to recognize the ones that you have shared vision and values with, and ones that you hope to work with.
There's a lot of people that are celebrating this, and I think what's been special about this leadership body is all of our community gathering around us, and they have nicknames for us.
And did you guys come up with a nickname, St. Paula?
St. Paula. It's been a great community journey, as much as an individual one.
You went viral. You were. They all love it.
A whole lot of people who were comfortable with majority male, majority white institutions for nearly 170 years of city history are suddenly sharply concerned about representation. My thoughts and prayers are with them in this challenging time.
What about the criticism?
And the criticism also isn't anything that is new to us. This is a council of all women and predominantly women of color, and the experiences that we've gone through in our lifetime, many of them instilled in racism, sexism, and classism. That's actually what we need to work in dismantling so that we can build a city or even a world where all folks can live dignified lives and live lives of joy.
Minnesota and this region really has been all over national television. I mean, there was Philando Castile, then we had George Floyd. How did that impact your involvement in your community?
We have really internationally painful moments that have happened here. What I think has happened in our state, at least as a lifelong Minnesotan, seeing it change over the last 4 or 5 years, is there's been this groundswell of local people, everyday people, running for office at every level, and one by one saying, we need these systems to work for us. Representation is not an end point. This is the starting point.
I think that that's why it's more important now than ever that Minnesota continues to make history in these ways of electing people, because it's genuinely a requirement. It's not an exception. It's not an option either, because our state continues to look like us.
I think the point of the strength of our diversity is the fact that we have strength in different perspectives.
Now is that moment of transformation where, we are coming in, we're storming in, we're winning, and we're leading.
Bravo. How can you not clap for that group?
Yeah, and what's interesting is they are so wildly different, each of those women. And the city council, they told us, DeMarco, that, their community has always been led by women of color, but we're now finally seeing them being recognized and elected into these offices to do this work.
I like that. 2 things that I loved about this piece. They said that they weren't put in place, they were voted in. And then also St. Paula.
Yeah, they love it.
St. Paula, they gotta love it.
They are leaning into all of the love that is coming from the community.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.